Hello?
Yo, what's going on, Richie? How are you doing?
Oh, I'm all right. Just got home.
Oh my God. How are you? Man, it's been too long, brother.
I know. It's been a while.
Yeah, what's new with you, man?
Uh, it's a lot. It's a lot. Just trying to keep up with everything and trying to work out.
Dude, you've been grinding with this, man. Like you're looking really, really good, dude. You're solid.
Thanks.
Yeah, man.
Thanks.
Awesome,
Yeah.
brother. Hey, I just wanted to just get on this call, man, because it's been a while.
hmm
Obviously, we've been trying to plan this out for the longest time. So
Yeah.
I'm happy that we're on this call today and then just catch up and hear from your experience with everything that's going on inside Asian Boss Boy. And I mean, you know,
hmm
we haven't worked together personally.
Yeah. Yeah.
Remember a long time ago when I was coaching, like a year ago. I was coaching you for a little bit. To be honest, you're the first client to work with Coach Fives hands on.
Oh, really?
And yeah, 100%. Because when me and Fives, I mean, me and Fives, we know each other from back in the day, maybe 5, 6 years ago. We were in the
Mhm.
same mentorship. And I don't know if he told you this, but yeah, we were in the same mentorship. We were still trying to build our businesses up. And I was looking for someone to help me coach everybody inside the group. And he was trying to move into like the American market. And I was like,
Mhm.
hey, what we can do is we can work together. I can do the marketing, you can help coach the guys inside my group because we have a lot of guys, including yourself. I'm like, bro, Richie's the first. You're the first one to be coached by Coach Fives.
Wow.
So I've seen the results, bro. And I to be very transparent with everybody who's going to be watching this later is, when
And
when I
I'm in like in
was,
between it all, right? Like I'm in Hawaii. You're like Seattle, and he's at Malaysia. I'm like right in the middle.
yeah, it's crazy. It's
I know.
crazy. So I mean, first off, I want to say, dude, you've done amazing with everything that's going on. Trying to figure out, between me and Coach Fives, and then Coach Fives took everything and made sure that you were taken care of. And I don't know if you know this because, a year ago, I think around this time, I was getting into real estate development, so like building houses and getting into that. And I felt really bad because I didn't spend a lot of time with you guys, right? I didn't spend time with you. I didn't have time to get on calls. I didn't go on weekly sessions with everybody. And I was like, fuck, I feel terrible. I feel super terrible. And I gave everybody the options like, hey, I want you guys to either get your money back or get free coaching. And the thing about that is, I still paid Coach Vice to coach everybody. I'm like, I'm still gonna pay you money because you're doing this for. I'm doing this because I want to make sure that you get the results. You came into the program like I need to take care of Richie, right? I need to take care of you, and I mean, I want to ask you this is how do you feel about when I transitioned in out of coaching for a little bit and you started to work with Coach Vice full time?
Um, I mean, I do like Vice. It's because your technique. I like your technique. I like following you. I liked how you in between when you were training and then you're sticking your hands in every little thing. It's like this guy is nonstop. This guy is nonstop, but that's makes it more interesting. I'm busy too. Like I'm like being a flight attendant, but working at the resort, but I live in the middle of the ocean. I'm at the East Coast and I'm, you know, American ground and then international ground, but I'm still trying to get my workouts done. So majority of my workouts are at home. And with Vi's, it's like a lot of his workouts, he just it's already set in stone and you know, I can improvise what I can do with what I have,
Oh, I
like
love that.
what I have compared to, some majority of the time I can't really get to the gym because majority of the gyms they close. Here they're not 24 hours like how the mainland is, or but and him being mobile, it's like I'm doing this on my own. But yeah,
Mm,
just with the guidance of somebody. And so far I've been comfortable with it. I mean, I'm not 100%, but I try my best. And
yeah.
I'm sticking with it. I'm still here, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I
And
mean,
the thing is, you know, most people who get free coaching, they
mhm,
take that for granted,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
And most people are like, oh, is this free? Am I getting out anything out of this? I'm like, well, I'm gonna be very real with you. I've been dealing with a lot of things. I'm like, I feel bad. Let me see if anybody who wants free coaching, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna make sure that you get the result. And you're one of the guys that like put in the work. You know what I mean? Like to be
mhm,
honest, you're probably one out of the few guys that have taken the opportunity, like, okay, let me take care of this. Let me get my body right. And you have no excuses, right? You're a flight attendant, you're traveling, like you're barely at home, you're working constantly. Like when we were on our first call, I think you were in a hotel traveling back
yes,
and
yeah,
forth, right?
yeah,
And
yeah.
I was like, damn. Then I see the transformation. I'm like, holy shit, you look amazing. You
Uh-huh.
put in the work. You put no matter where you are, traveling, busy, business, you just came back from a trip recently. You're still in great
Yeah,
shape,
yeah.
right? So I have to applaud you for that. And let's rewind this back a little bit. Is I want to ask you, what was the biggest reason why you're like, okay, I want to see what Asian Boss Boy is all about. I want to see what Thai is all about. Like, what made you want to join this program in the first place?
Oh, in the first place, it was, you know, I just scrolling through Facebook, and I used to take care of myself a while back, but younger age, right? You had all the time in the world. But now it's like I need that discipline. I need that, I need that structure. I need somebody to motivate me. I need somebody, here's a guy that can help me to get me started again. I need that, there's no excuse. What the heck you guys doing? Get your ass out and fucking do it.
Yeah.
I need some discipline, and somebody there, in my, like, I'm closing my eyes, I'm like, shit, I didn't work out. I have that, it's a motivation. It's that motivation from somebody else just pushing me. Even though you guys are not physically there, like some people, they have their own trainers and they have to see them personally. But you guys, even though you guys are miles, thousands of miles away, at least my mind is like, my conscience doesn't feel clear. Okay. I don't feel good about myself because they're gonna chew my ass if I don't do this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
No, I love that. And with that discipline, motivation, what was the biggest reason for you to try and get into shape? Was that more confidence? Was that to love yourself, to look at yourself differently? Like what was that for you?
it it made me love myself more. Yeah, it made me love myself more. I mean, challenging, now that working out would be mobily, and somebody just guiding me without no one presently there with me, face to face. It just, it wasn't, at first, like, okay, so that my ex can like me again for my, it's like, no, after along the way, it's like, it's actually just for me. you know I'm like, fuck you, this is all me.
Mm,
you know
that's the
it
best type of
actually,
revenge.
yes, 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 yes. I'm like, what? Sorry.
No, no, I love that because
Yeah.
now, the thing about that is people wonder like, why are you taking so many photos of yourself? Like, why are you doing this? I'm like, bro, it's because you're proud of yourself,
Hmm.
right? Like now your
Yes.
profile is you like looking ripped, you know? So, I guess for me and for a lot of guys that are wondering, what were you dealing with before joining the program? Were you just doubting yourself a lot? Were you kind of just hating yourself? Like, how'd you think about yourself before joining the program and doing this for a whole year?
I guess I was just maybe depressed, like, I wasn't myself. I know myself was always to take care of myself, and whatever around me just manifests great things. and just it was just going downhill. And I'm like, as I'm getting older, and it would really well, workout really did. That was one thing that helped was working out was only meant for me, and like I did it for myself, and gave me confidence because I'm doing it for myself.
Yeah. Well, I love that. You know, talk about the process of how you got into shape. Where did you start when you first started with us? Give us an idea of who you were before. I mean, I have progress photos that I could share with everybody, but I want to know from your perspective, where were you before in terms of your weight, in terms of how you look, and then now? Like, how was that
I,
process like for you?
it's been interesting, and it's been interesting from the beginning to the end. um I don't know, I just felt bloated. I felt like when I look at myself in the mirror, I'm like, okay, I have skinny arms, a belly. My clothes don't fit. What the heck is going on? I'm tired, exhausted. I, yeah, it's and just along the way, it just gave me more confidence to just be, I can do this. I can, I it's I don't know how to describe it. It's something. It just makes me feel good. It
Yeah.
just makes me feel good.
I, I
After a
mean,
workout, it's like in the morning you wake up, you didn't get your workout, and if you skip that day, the sun doesn't shine so brightly. But after you get your workout, it, you know, it's a sunny day. It's a good day. That feeling, that feeling, that feeling.
that's crazy, brother. And you've been doing this for a whole year. Now, the big question that I want to ask you is, what was your diet like? Were you on a restrictive diet? What did you do to get the body that you have right now?
The diet, it was more just a lot of controlling of my calories. I had to watch what I ate. Mm, it, Before I used to eat a lot of anything and everything. It's go for seconds, something, right? It's so hard. It's just so hard to at the time. But once I started, I watched myself from you know, you know, give and take, what not to eat, what to eat, or portion wise. And sleep does make a big difference. And I've always had the issue was sleeping because I was always busy, always on the go. And I've noticed a big difference in just catching up on sleep as I'm working out, between the working out, that it just makes a big difference.
I love how you point that out because a lot of people don't talk about that,
Mhm.
right? They always like, yeah, I need to work out all the time. I need to eat. I need to be on a calorie deficit, but they
Mhm.
forget that they need to sleep.
Yes.
Sleep is so important. So
Yes.
I love how you point that out. Now, on top of sleep, on top of your diet, you mentioned controlling your calories, controlling your portions. When people come and see you or see me or see any of the clients, they're like, are they actually eating rice? Are they actually eating noodles? Are they actually eating their favorite foods? Like, can you actually eat whatever you want in terms of portion control and calorie restriction? Like, were you
They
able to
can.
eat? Right?
They
Okay.
can. They can eat whatever they like. They just gotta watch what they eat. And don't overindulge, okay? Don't eat a whole bucket of ice cream, okay? Give and take, eat a little bit of this, eat a little bit of that, and you'll be good. I mean, you can still enjoy your favorite foods. Just, you know, make it last longer. You don't have to eat the whole bucket. Just have a little taste.
A little bit, like a
A
spoonful,
little bit,
right?
yeah, yeah, yeah. You can have that, right? You can have this. You can have that. You just gotta watch, and you'll be good.
I love how you have that self discipline now,
Hmm.
right? You have that self discipline, you have that energy. Before jumping on the call, like a year ago, you're like, fuck, I need to get in shape. You weren't feeling great about yourself. Now you have that energy. even after a year since we spoke, I'm like, damn, this is a new Richie, right? Like a new Richie. You know, is this guy richer? Is he rich? It's like, bro, who is this guy? You come on this call differently. So, you know, and a couple last things I want to touch bases on with you, Richie, is like, you know, if someone was here thinking about, you know, trying to lose weight, trying to get in shape, trying to get lean, but they have all the excuses, right? Let's say they have kids, let's say they're traveling, let's say they have a full-time job, and but they're on the fence. They've been thinking about doing this for a long, long time. They're like, man, I seen Ty's ads everywhere. I follow him, but I just haven't taken action. You know, what is one thing that you want to share to some of the guys that are looking to get in shape this year but haven't pulled the trigger? What are something that you would say to them?
I say give it a chance. You know, this is for you, just for you. You do it for yourself, nobody else. It's only you can make the difference. Only you make that choice. Because no one's not going to work out for you. You only got to do it yourself. You know, once you give yourself that chance to make that change in your life, anything's possible. Anything's possible. You know, just a little bit of discipline. You don't have to jump in it and be hard on yourself the first day. Eventually you'll find your flow in things, you know, how it goes in your life, you know. It eventually you'll get a hang of it, when you can do it, how you can do it. Once you know how to control your calories, it's just, you know, this is meant only for you. It's you know, only you can do this.
Yeah.
This is for yourself.
I like how you said that. I'm gonna challenge you one bit. Doing this for yourself, though, wouldn't that benefit a lot of other people? Like, I don't know if you're dating right now. I don't know if your social how your social life is going, but just being
Yes, it,
yourself, right? It has
yeah.
changed a lot about how people perceive you. Is that right?
Hmm. I mean, you know, I in this world, I feel like when you know how when people say when you do good, good things happen to you, and I say, you know, mm, like for me, when I say like when my confidence, it myself, you know, because I feel good about myself, you know, I'm doing this for me. It just magnetizes people around you. It's like it's that energy, you know. It's like people start to be more attracted to you because of your energy, and then your attractiveness, and you being taking care of yourself. It just magnetizes other things and just manifests it. Just I don't know. It just and it benefits people benefit off of, you know, they want to be, they want to know who you are. They want to know what 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 what's changed about this person, or or what is he doing that I'm not doing? You know,
Yeah.
it's like the caramel flow of things. So
You're just that guy right now. You're just
yeah.
that guy, right? Like you just see yourself as that man, that
Mhm.
boss, right? I like to say that you have that boss mentality where like you don't give a fuck because you know how much work you put into yourself and
Mhm.
like people are gonna benefit from it. Like you have so much value to give, like you just resonate with energy. So I love that about you. And you know, the last thing I want to ask you is, you know, even though you've only worked with Coach Fives, you know, in this last year, um, and definitely we'll talk about, you know, if you want to continue with us. I guess my biggest thing is, you know, I'm always trying to improve the experience for a lot of guys. I've been doing a lot of training with them, getting on one-on-one calls. Like I've been trying to get on a one-on-one call with you for the longest time.
I know.
But you know, but I understand you're busy, traveling, everything like that, and you know, it's all good because I know that you're in good hands. I know that you're disciplined. You know, I've been doing a lot with the guys, and just trying to give them value. But for you, you know, what are some feedbacks or things that you would like to see inside the program that we do more of to help, you know, support you along the way, or support more of the guys, give more guys guidance? Like what is something that you want to see more often?
Like in your in like like in the workout app, or you're talking about like in the
Anything, just anything that you have in mind. It's like, hey, I wish I've had this. It could have helped me a lot more. Any suggestions, brother? Like anything like you have in mind. Like be totally honest, because you know how we are. We're always looking to improve. You like to be honest, you're the first person who worked with Coach Vise, and I'm like, I don't know if this is gonna work. I know he's a great coach, but I don't know how this is gonna work between me and him working together, and then me going back into different projects. Now I'm getting back into the coaching and doing that full time. I mean full time as much as I can.
Mhm.
But like for you, like, is there anything that you want to see or you wish you could have that could have helped you along your journey?
uh Not really. I just maybe one day connect with you guys in person. In person,
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
session in person. Of course, it's hard for me because I'm in the middle of the ocean and I don't know where I'm gonna be tomorrow, the next day. So
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing
I mean,
about that,
I got this close to Vice. Okay, I was in Singapore. I was that close. And
yeah,
being in Singapore, I was surprised how famous he is.
really.
Yeah, I'm like, people are talking about him in Singapore. I'm like, they know his name. So I would connect with people over there and make friends. And it's like, oh, my trainer is. And I'm like, and then they know how to pronounce his name. And I'm like, I can't even pronounce his name. I mean, his name is, it's like, it's pronounced differently compared to how I pronounce it. So,
Oh man. Me too. I'm like, man, am I saying your name right, bro?
yeah, am I saying his name right?
Oh my god, he needs a like American name just for us.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I love that, brother. No, so I don't know if you watched the recent video. Well, it was probably like last year. No, around December or January, where I had a meetup in Seattle. It was amazing, man. We had two guys that come through. One guy was from California, one was from Oregon. So we were definitely going to do another event. My hopes is going to be, I don't know if everyone wants to go to Hawaii, but we are planning to do something in the East Coast. So
Okay.
stay tuned for that, man. Stay tuned for
Okay.
that.
Okay.
So I'm excited. Like I love doing these Zoom calls and doing phone calls, but in person, so much better, right? You
In
can't
person.
beat it. You can't
Yeah.
beat it. So we're definitely gonna plan something out for the end of the year. I do want to do like a East Coast kind of trip. Probably at the end of the year, probably November, December kind of area. And do something around like New York. I love New York, so there's a lot of good food. I don't know if you've been there, but
No,
it's amazing,
I've visited it.
right?
Yeah.
I know you travel a lot, so like, bro, it's gonna be a good time.
The East
But
Coast is like a whole different lifestyle.
whole different
It is.
lifestyle,
It
yeah.
is. It is. It is.
But I need to go to Hawaii, man. It's like it's been too long. The last time I was there was when I was a baby, so I don't remember anything.
Okay, you don't remember anything.
Yeah, so I had to come back. I had to go there and visit. I have a couple friends there. So it's always a good time. I always see their stories like, damn, bro, you
And
guys are
each
really
island is
blessed.
different. Each island is different.
Yeah.
So the Big Island where it has the volcanoes, and then you have Oahu, which is the city island with all the skyscrapers and more like city life. And then Maui, more of the middle, slow and fast, but luxury, nice beaches. A lot of celebrities go there and run away. A lot of rich people. And then you have your small little islands like the country, Lihui, which is like it's very country, like brown dirt, very beautiful, very pure, very old, but very nice.
Yeah.
It depends on where you're going in Hawaii. But like if you was to come to Hawaii and you wanted to connect with people, I would say like Oahu would be like the place to go and connect because everybody can go to Honolulu.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good to know. I think I do have one guy who's there as well. He's a good friend of mine. I haven't seen him like for years. So
Mhm.
I have to take a trip there. So bro, I appreciate you for being on this call and catching up a little bit. And I love your transformation. I'm gonna ask Coach Five to send me your photos if you haven't already, bro. I would love to like make a thumbnail. I know you look good, brother. I know, man. I have some your old photos, so I do have.
I have old photos and I'm like, I want
That's normal. That's
yeah.
normal. You
I
know.
mean, trying to gain. I can just all my clothes a bit tight now.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
all
just
phases, brother. It's all
yeah.
phases. You know, so I guess for me, I think you talked to Coach Fies and he's like, hey, if you want to continue with us, we can definitely do that. If
Mhm.
not, that's totally cool with me. I guess where do you want to move on from here?
I do want to. I still want to continue advice